Hello everyone, my name is Ratchanat Tangcharoen. I'm a first year English major at Surathani Rajabhat University. This is my learning report video, so I would like to report about my self-study and study in class with teacher Chris. First, I report about study in class. The subject is English for daily communication. I learn with this book and do homework in this book. In class, teacher Chris taught lesson and he told us to went to the breakout room for math conversation with friend about lesson. He assigned homework in the workbook and answer homework in the next class. At the end of class, there are exam every class. He wants us to self-study and make an e-portfolio for report about it. There are two things that I have to learn. It is self-study resources in the classroom for 3 hours per week and do spec logbook website 50 hours in this semester. In self-study resources, there are 3 lessons. It is vocabulary, reading, and grammar. What I have been learning from self-study. In my vocabulary, I learned about new vocabulary and new information that I didn't know before from Oxford Word Skill. First, I learned about country and nationality. I have known that people from Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland are not English, but they are British, and I learned new vocabulary. For example, Britain, Central America, the Middle East, and the Far East. Second, I learned about describe physical action, and I learned new vocabulary. For example, fall over, lie down, get on, and get up. Third, I learned about describe my routine. For example, I usually get up at 7 a.m. And I learned new vocabulary. For example, occasionally and rarely. Fourth, I learned about order in cafe. For example, I would like a piece of strawberry shortcake, please. Fifth, I learned about asking and giving direction. For example, excuse me, how do I get to the river from here? Go straight on, around 1 kilometer. Sixth, I learned sign and gnostic, and I could understand sign and gnostic. 7. I learned about shop, and I could talk about shop. 8. I learned about a living room, and I learned new vocabulary, for example, radiator and cushion. 9. I learned to talk about my school. For example, at school I'm good at English, but I'm terrible at math. 10. I learned abbreviation of the subject. For example, ICT is Information Communication Technology. PE, Physical Education. 11. I learned about job, and I could name job, and I learned new vocabulary. For example, self-employed, unemployed, and a house husband. 12. I learned to describe job. For example, I work in a factory, and I learned new vocabulary. For example, salary, earn, and rate. Finally, I learned about my free time, and I learned new vocabulary. For example, flower arranging and musical instrument. In my reading lesson, I learned how to read the passage by skimming and scanning. I read the story from Very Easy True Story. I read as follows: Mary Holmes, Elevator Romance, A Son from Mr. and Mrs. Aversa. Is there a friend on Mars? Never. A Smart Matter, Stuck and Binti to the Rescue. I read the story from our new Very Easy True Story. I read as follows: Geneseo gift, the surprise, wrong number, and the cash. I like the wrong number because it's what fortunate that the woman who made the wrong number and could save Mary from accident. In my grammar lesson, I learned from basic grammar in use. I learned as follows: am, is, are, simple present negative, simple present question, present continuous, have and have got, was were, simple past negative and question, and past continuous. I learned B and half from Oxford English Grammar course. In Spec Logbook website, I'm B1. I did 24 exercise. Most of the exercise are fill the verb to the correct sentence, select the answer which had the same meaning, arrange the wrong sentence into the correct sentence. Listening part, add the word to match the pictures. And I learned idiom from Spec Logbook. For example, it's like a horse. It means it's a lot of food. Let's face it means let's admit it.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.